The guy at the front desk never looked up, didn't smile, just slid her a key and said, "Room 207's been cleaned." She hadn't said a word. That was the first red flag. The second, her reflection blinked first.
Like, subscribe, and be careful where you sleep tonight.
Ellie had planned to push through to the next town. There was a nicer hotel just an hour further, closer to the client she'd driven all day to meet. The kind with consistent lighting, free breakfast, and decent Wi-Fi. A place with no weird smells, and no need to wipe down the remote with a Clorox wipe. But exhaustion hit like a brick wall. The road got darker, her eyes heavier. The gas station coffee tasted like rust and regret. She couldn't stomach another sip. She'd been listening to her favorite true crime podcast, the one that always ended with, "Don't get murdered." But not even that could keep her awake on the drive. So when she saw the faded motel sign flickering off the service road, she pulled off without a second thought. She figured one night wouldn't kill her. The front desk guy didn't look up when she walked in. He didn't smile, didn't ask for ID, just slid a key across the counter with a pale, too still hand and eyes that didn't blink often enough. Something about his timing felt off, like he was answering questions she hadn't asked yet. "Room 207's open," he said. "That one's been cleaned already." She hadn't said a word. The lobby reeked of old carpet and mildew. The overhead light flickered, casting a sickly yellow hue on the water-stained ceiling tiles. She swiped her card. No small talk. Room 207 was on the ground floor with a parking spot right in front. Convenient. The door creaked, the lights buzzed, but it was clean-ish. Generic motel beige, slightly humid, a faint lemon cleaner smell that didn't quite cover something metallic. There was a cracked garden gnome by the door. Faded red hat, one eye scratched off. Its grin was too wide. She tried not to look at it too long. Inside, she scanned the room. One queen bed, laminate desk, mini fridge, TV bolted to the dresser. Her eyes lingered on the wall mirror across from the bed. Thick gold trim, ornate, too fancy for a place like this. The lighting near it seemed dimmer, but she chalked it up to bad bulbs. Her body ached. She kicked off her shoes, dropped her bag, and collapsed onto the bed with her phone, too tired to eat. Still, something tugged at her attention. That mirror. She shook her head and forced herself to scroll. Watched a video, checked her email, reached for her charger, and caught her reflection staring back. She laughed under her breath. "I need to lay off the murder shows." The shower didn't help. The water pressure was weak. The soap smelled like lemon and plastic. As she stepped back into the room, something caught her eye. On the carpet near her bag was a red stud earring. It wasn't hers. A chill ran through her. She lay in bed, eyes open. Her body was exhausted, but her brain wouldn't shut off. That feeling, the one you don't admit out loud, crept in, like being watched. She turned her head slowly. The mirror stared back. She squinted. Her reflection looked off. Not distorted, not delayed. Just wrong. She sat up and turned on the lamp, heart starting to thud. "This is stupid," she whispered. "It's just a mirror, Ellie. I really must be exhausted." But her fingers were already moving, typing into her phone. How to tell if mirror is two-way. She remembered a podcast episode. One of the hosts talked about hidden cameras, two-way glass, interrogation mirrors. Something about the gap, the lighting, the way reflections behave. She got up slowly, grabbed her phone flashlight, and aimed it at the mirror. The beam didn't bounce. It passed through. Her breath caught. She stepped closer. Her reflection dimmed. In its place, a quiet, shadowed space. She raised a finger and pressed it to the surface. No gap, glass on glass, two-way. Her pulse spiked. Someone could be watching her. Right now. She swallowed hard. Then, louder than necessary. "It's just a mirror, Ellie. I'm being ridiculous. Just clean up and go to bed." In her head, she was already planning. If someone was watching, she didn't want them to know she knew. She turned off the light, moved calmly, quietly, slipped her charger into her bag, eased her laptop in, palmed her keys, set the bag near the door. Then she sat on the bed, fully dressed, shoes on, still, listening. She thought she heard something. A faint creak. Her heart pounded. She clenched her keys, counted down in her head. 3, 2, 1. She dashed out the door. As she moved, she swore she heard something shift behind the mirror. She threw herself into her car, heart hammering. The engine turned over. Gravel crunched as she pulled out fast, headlights slicing through the dark. She didn't look back. She didn't feel tired anymore. She laughed shakily as she drove. "Probably just in my head," she whispered. "Probably nothing." 3 days later, she saw the news. Man arrested for hidden room behind motel mirror. The article didn't name the motel, not even the town. But the photo showed a familiar gold-trimmed mirror, the cracked gnome by the door, and a blurry image of the front desk guy, half-shadowed behind police tape. Room 207. She froze. Ellie closed the tab. Authorities said the suspect may have filmed multiple victims. One woman's belongings, earbuds, a red earring, were found behind the glass. She'd been reported missing 2 nights before Elise stayed. Ellie made it out. But now she checks every mirror, not for herself, for who's behind them. Some urban legends fade over time, but others refuse to be forgotten. They change. Details shift. But the warning always remains the same. Some say it's just an urban legend, but legends have a way of coming back. What do you think? Have you heard a different version?